నమస్తే అండి. ప్రైమ్9 ప్రేక్షకులకి నేను మీ శివ్ వడ్లమూడిని. టుడే ఐ హ్యావ్ అనదర్ స్పెషల్ గెస్ట్. లైక్ ఆల్వేస్ నా క్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే కొత్త కొత్త పీపుల్, యంగ్ పీపుల్ని తీసుకొచ్చి నా షోలో మాట్లాడించడం. సో దట్ వ్యూవర్స్ గెట్ మోటివేటెడ్, దే గెట్ ఐడియాస్ ఫర్ దేర్ కెరియర్ కానివ్వండి, దేనికైనా కానివ్వండి, ఫర్ వాట్ ఎవర్, రైట్? హెల్త్, కెరియర్, ఫైనాన్స్, రకరకాలు చేయాలి. సో అదే సందర్భంగా ఇవాళ ఒక యంగ్ డైరెక్టర్ అగైన్ టుడే ఐ గాట్ ఇట్ మై షో. హీ హెస్ మేడ్ ఎ వెరీ వెరీ గుడ్ మూవీ. సాన్వి అని ఒక మూవీ ఆయన చేశారు. I will talk about that movie and he will also talk about that. We'll talk about that movie and his background also. So let's welcome Mr. Arun Konda.
Namaste. Thank you very much.
Arun.
Namaste, sir.
Welcome to my show. Thank you for coming to my show also. While we are going into the show, first అసలు మీరు అరుణ్ కొండ అంటే ఎవరు, ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చారు, అంటే మన బ్యాక్ ఇన్ ఇండియా ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చారు, అండ్ హౌ డిడ్ యూ గెట్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ మూవీ బిజినెస్? ఓకే, చెప్పండి. విల్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు యువర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్, ఎందుకంటే నాకు అది చాలా క్యూరియాసిటీ బిల్డ్ చేసింది ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్.
Absolutely. Sure, thank you, Andy. Yeah, so I'm originally from West Goda district, Tadapilligudam. So that's my parents live there. So like most people, I have a IT background. So I did work quite a few years in IT. Now I am not working in IT. However, I do have some business in IT business. However, my primary focus now is in films. So trying to make film business work for me. And Sanvi is not my first film. So before that, I did like 3 films in Hollywood independent circle. So I used to live in LA as well.
Hollywood independent circle ante enti?
And when I say that, sometimes people get confused when I say Hollywood film.
Just because నేను కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయాను. అందుకే అడిగా క్వశ్చన్.
So yeah, just because of it's made in Hollywood place and it's English language, that doesn't mean that it's a Hollywood studio film. So it's when I say that it's independent film, like any other producer or distributor with a small company, they can produce a film.
Okay.
So that is called independent film.
Okay.
When somebody says Hollywood film, people think that it's a Hollywood studio film. It's not that.
Okay.
That's the difference.
I see. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I made independent films over there. But since I was living in Hollywood, Los Angeles, I had to say that Hollywood independent film. Just make sure that's clear. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. సో ముఖ్యంగా మిమ్మల్ని నా స్టూడియోకి పిలవడానికి కారణం కూడా ఏంటంటే, ఒకటి యువర్ యంగ్ డైరెక్టర్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఈ సాన్వి అనే మూవీ తీశాను అని చెప్పేసి అన్నారు కదా, అది దట్ ఇమీడియట్లీ కాట్ మై అటెన్షన్, రైట్? సో ఆ సాన్వి మూవీ అయిపోయిందా? ఇట్స్ ఆల్ డన్?
It's all done and ready to release.
ఇప్పుడు March 8th స్పెషల్ షో వేస్తున్నా అన్నారు కదా. March 8th డాలస్ లో ఏ స్టూడియోలో వేస్తున్నారండి, ఏ థియేటర్లో వేస్తున్నారు?
March 8th వెబ్ చాపెల్, సినిమార్క్.
సినిమార్క్ వెబ్ చాపెల్,
డాలస్.
సినిమార్క్ వెబ్ చాపెల్ అంటే ఎక్కడ ఉన్నది?
Dallas. It comes under Dallas.
No, but where in Dallas? Is it called Dallas or?
I think it is called Dallas.
అవునా?
Web Chapel, they know.
Okay. అక్కడ వేస్తున్నారు. ఏ టైంలో అండి అది షో?
It is Sunday 2 p.m.
Okay, one show, right? Sunday 2 p.m. వెబ్ చాపెల్ లో.
Correct.
సినిమార్క్ వెబ్ చాపెల్ లో వేస్తున్నారు. Okay, that's good. That's for my viewers, so they know where that movie is being played, so that వాళ్ళు వచ్చి చూడడానికి. సో సాన్వి అనే సినిమా మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే అన్నారో, ఈ సాన్వి అనే స్టోరీ ఈజ్ లైక్ ఐ థింక్ 2012లో ఒక ట్రూ ఈవెంట్ బేస్ చేసుకుని తీసారన్నారు మీరు సినిమా, కరెక్టేనా?
That's correct.
సో అంటే కెన్ వి టాక్ అబౌట్ ద హైలైట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టోరీ ఆర్ వీఆర్ ఓకే టు టాక్? ఓకే, యా. సో నేను చూసిన దాన్ని బట్టి ఏంటంటే 2012లో ఈ సాన్వి అనే పాప అప్పటికి 10 months old, రైట్? ఆమె గ్రాండ్ మదర్, ఐమ్ సో సారీ, వై డిడ్ ఐ సే గ్రాండ్ ఫాదర్, గ్రాండ్ మదర్ని కలిపి ఒక తెలుగు అతను హత్య చేశాడు. దాని మీదేనా స్టోరీ ఇది?
Absolutely, that's exactly right.
ఓకే, మీకు ఆ సినిమా స్టోరీ తీయాలని ఎందుకు అనిపించింది మీకు?
Yeah, that is an interesting question. So జరిగిన సిచ్యువేషన్లో మామూలుగా అంటే నార్మల్ క్రైమ్ అయితే ఏదో టక్కని జరిగిపోయింది అనుకోవచ్చు. కానీ ఇదేమైందంటే, సో ఇట్ టుక్ లైక్ 4 days to figure out. So somebody did some crime, and grandmother dead, and baby was missing, and it ran for like 4 days, and the entire our Indian community was in shock really. So it's like everybody was praying to get the baby back. After 4 days, there was a surprise reveal that it was done by. We all thinking that it was done by some local people, or it's kind of a domestic crime. Some sort of things we were thinking, or maybe racist issues and stuff like that.
అంటే యూఆర్ సేయింగ్ మీరు వైట్ గానీ బ్లాక్ గానీ చేస్తుంటారని అనుకుంటున్నారు,
Domestic
అంతేగాని మీరు ఒక బ్రౌన్ తెలుగు కూడా చేస్తుంటారని అనుకోలేదు అప్పుడు ఎవరు అంటారు.
Yeah, exactly. It's a surprise. It's all of a sudden it's became a surprise that our guy did it. Then the twist suddenly changed. We were surprised. Nobody would thought about it really. So and it's 4 days was intense tension. So everybody was so shocked, right? Those moments I think never happened to our community in the past. And we realized that this guy is an IT guy. All right, so we don't have such kind of backgrounds, right? So kind of kidnapping and all that, but this guy caught up with gambling. When I dig deep into that, he caught up.
So మీరు dig deep అంటున్నారు కదా, how did you dig deep అండి?
In terms of psychology of the gambler.
ఓకే, అంటే మీరు వెళ్ళారా అతని దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి మాట్లాడారా? Did you talk? He's in a jail, right? And he's sentenced to death now, right?
కదా? Yes, correct.
2012 లో జరిగింది. 2014 లో అతనికి కోర్ట్ కన్విక్ట్ చేసింది దట్ సెంటెన్స్ టు డెత్ అని చెప్పేసి. సో మీరు హౌ డిడ్ యూ వాట్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్, మీరు ఎట్లాగా అంటే డిడ్ యూ డూ ద రీసెర్చ్?
Yeah, I did a lot of research around this, not just to answer your first question, right? I chose not to meet victims first of all, but I tried to meet this guy, Raghu. His name is Raghunandan Endamuri, actually.
Yes, Raghunandan Endamuri.
So I tried to meet him, and authorities approved my request. However, he did not approve me as a visitor to him. So those are the protocols. So he didn't.
అంటే అతను ఎందుకు మిమ్మల్ని అలౌ చేయలేదు మీకు ఏమైనా తెలిసిందా? లైక్
అంటే they don't, it's up to him.
Of course it is up to him.
He won't give a reason.
But he did not give you a reason. Okay, మీరేం పుష్ చేయలేదు ఇంకా. You're not bound.
But I sent a letter to him that hey, I'm making film on you particularly around this subject, and this request is this, and so but yeah, still it was rejected.
Okay, the guy rejected.
Reward, but I talked to complete that thing, right? I talked to many people who know about this issue, and who were there at the time. Those 4 days especially, and I was also actually this is a public story, right? So I was also following very close to the news at the time. I was forward and continuously I was
అప్పుడే ఆలోచించారా మీరు ఇప్పుడు సినిమా తీస్తానని చెప్పేసి? 14 సంవత్సరాలు అయిపోయింది కదా ఇప్పుడు తీసి. అప్పుడే ఆలోచించారా ఈ టైంలో సినిమా తీస్తానని? వై వర్ యూ సో క్లోజ్ టు దట్ స్టోరీ?
Because like I was in those 4 days, right before knowing who's the kidnapper, I was worrying everyone, because my kid was also at the time like 2 years or something.
Okay.
So I was
so that was the connection.
Connection, definitely connection there, and I was felt so close to that. And it's a horrific thing.
Of course
yeah. And
క్షమించరాని నేరం అది, క్షమించరాని నేరం. And that penalty chair, which is really good. I think justice served.
Right. So this was happened in 2012, and I started writing in 2013, somewhere in the middle.
So Punichi, you started writing the story then.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, already was a filmmaker. I was doing my first film.
Okay.
So I wanted to do this film immediately, but whatever the reason, it's delayed so much, and I also written a bunch of different versions time to time. And after that, I finished another film 2015, and I wanted to do this film right after that, which is delayed. So then COVID. So it's a long journey, but I never gave up on
you this. Never gave up. Looks good. But ఎంత పాతదైనా కూడా it is definitely a very heartbreaking story.
Correct.
Right? And so you were planning on writing the story, then doing a movie. అప్పటి నుంచి కూడా pretty much, right? Even though you had a baby, 2 years old baby, and you connected that way.
Correct.
But you also had a thought process of
yes, absolutely.
So ఇప్పుడు మీరు you only tried to go to Raghunandan,
right,
the killer, right? We can call him killer, right?
You can, I mean, you can say that, yes, that's fine. Yeah,
right?
no, no problem.
He's a killer, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was. Yeah.
So did you meet his wife? Wife in Kaladan try
No, by the time they already left after this incident, she went back to India. So,
But
but
India, I think easy
I was
kada
not
kada.
able to talk to her, but I actually, in fact, tried. But I
Oh,
talked
you
to.
tried?
Yeah, I tried.
Okay.
I tried to, but I connected with people who already know from their village and stuff. So I
So
talked to them
Raghunandan all
closely.
village
Yeah.
people to kalchara?
No, no, no. Lady.
Wife all
Yeah,
village
correct.
people kalchara. వాళ్ళ
Yeah,
kalchara.
somebody. Yeah.
ఓకే, వాళ్ళ నుంచి ఏం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వచ్చింది మీకు?
అంటే అది ఆ టైంలో 4 days లో అసలు ఫ్యామిలీలో ఏం జరుగుతుంది, యూనో, అసలు ఇతను ఎందుకు ఎట్లా చేసాడు అని సర్టెన్ డీటెయిల్స్ కలెక్ట్ చేశాను. So I talked to them personally, but yeah, so I took it like a universal story rather than just to crime itself. It's not a documentary, just to make it clear for your audience. This is not a documentary. I'm trying to make a fictional story, obviously, right? So based on the true events, it's a completely fictional story. And we dramatized quite a bit. Yeah.
Of course dramatized చేస్తారు.
What is necessary?
But you are bringing out the facts also into the movie, right?
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them are facts.
Yes.
Okay. So did you try to understand his behavior since like maybe not childhood, but general study on the guy?
I studied a lot about him and also his kind of mindset. So you see that, right? He has like a gambling addiction, like everybody, right? Normally, who doesn't play cards, who doesn't go to the casino? So a lot of people do that. But how it's became extreme, right? Once became it's extreme, what are the problems? What kind of mindset he would have at the time? And that's kind of psychology I studied. Not just for this case, in also other cases. What they usually do is beg, borrow, and steal. That kind of mindset is there. It's a common thing there in their mind. So that's the kind of exercise he did, and this is an extreme actually. Even beg, borrow, steal, whatever. That's probably to some extent, yes, maybe okay, not okay, but yes, it is. Yeah, to some extent. But this is extreme.
This is better than killing anybody. Right?
Yes,
that's what you're trying to say.
So that didn't happen anytime in our community in US, especially before. That's why, to answer your first question, that's why I went.
Very good, very good.
Something.
నేను చూసాను మీ బైట్ చూసాను. ఇట్ కేమ్ అవుట్ రియలీ వెల్. యూ డిడ్ ఎ వండర్ఫుల్ జాబ్ అనిపించింది నాకు. ఆల్మోస్ట్ లైక్ ఏ హాలీవుడ్ సినిమాలానే అనిపించింది ఆ బైట్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్, ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ మ్యూజిక్ అండ్ ఆల్. సో మీరు ఇవన్నీ ఎలా గ్యాదర్ చేశారు? మ్యూజిషియన్స్, క్యారెక్టర్స్, పలానా క్యారెక్టర్నే రఘునందన్ చేయాలని, హౌ డిడ్ యూ కమ్ అప్ విత్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్?
రైట్. సో ద గై
అసలు ఆ రఘునందన్ క్యారెక్టర్, సారీ, మీరు చూపించారు కదా బైట్ లో, నాకు ఎందుకో దట్ ఈస్ రఘునందన్ లాగా అనిపించాడు నాకు.
You should see the film, and yeah, he got very good feedback after the premiere. So yeah, that's true అండి. అంటే this is based on true events కదండి.
అంటే మీరు నెగటివ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఎతికారా ఏంటి? అంటే ఓ మనిషిలో నెగటివిటీ కనిపించాలని ఎతికారా? సారీ, I'm just getting curious.
No, not that way. Since this is a real crime story, a lot of people know about this story. కాబట్టి ఆ రియల్ పర్సన్ మైండ్ లో ఉంటాడు ఎవరికైనా ఆ క్రైమ్ గురించి విన్నప్పుడు, ఎస్పెషల్లీ బికాస్ అతనే మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు క్రైమ్ లో కూడా, కన్విక్షన్స్ అవన్నీ జరిగినప్పుడు. సో అందరికీ అతని మైండ్ సెట్ ఉంటుంది మైండ్. సో నౌ వాట్, ఇప్పుడు నేను కాస్టింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు 2 things I would consider. One, whoever I'm casting, he should look like close to him at least.
చూడలేదు అతన్ని.
First of all, సో మీకు అతను ముందు స్టోరీ తెలియదు అనుకోండి, you will convince that this is the guy.
అదే నాకు అలా కన్విన్స్ చేస్తారు అనిపించింది. It was a good one.
So and the second, he has to be a really good actor. So I think that's the area we played pretty well. I went to actually LA, one of the film festival. I watched a movie called Girls Will Be Girls. So our guy, he acted in that film. So I watched like 10 minutes of the film, and I messaged him from the theater itself. Usually I don't use phone in theater, but I was kind of tempted, and I contacted him. So he came back next day itself. Then so we talked about it. I as soon as I see him in the theater, this is the guy.
This is the one. మీ గుండె చెప్పిందా?
అంతే.
మీ గుండె మైండ్ కలిపి చెప్పా that this is the guy.
Absolutely, and you well said actually. Yeah. So that's absolutely, I felt that way. This is the guy who should do this.
Okay. What about the girl? The girl is that an Indian girl or?
Yeah.
Indian girl, na?
She's an Indian, and she used to live in New York.
బాగా చేసింది అమ్మాయి కూడా.
వెరీ గుడ్ జాబ్.
అతను ఒక దగ్గర ఐ వాంట్ యువర్ లవ్ అండ్ సపోర్ట్ అనగానే ఇలా చూసి ఇలా వస్తుంది మొహం మీద. మీరు చూసారా, మీరు చెప్పిన బిట్ బయట నాకు అలా మైండ్కి వచ్చింది. అంటే అంత మీరు ఇది జనరేట్ చేశారు, క్యూరియాసిటీ కిక్కించేశారు. అండ్ నౌ దట్ ఐ న్యూ లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ దట్ స్టోరీ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ అండ్ ఐఎమ్ క్యూరియస్, all the steps and states he went through or you made especially. So how did you come up with the background music? పాటలు ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయి అందరూ?
నో సాంగ్స్ ఏమి ఉండదండి, ఉన్నా కానీ హియర్ అండ్ దేర్ ఇంగ్లీష్ సాంగ్స్ అట్లా ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ జస్ట్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్, దట్స్ ఇట్. ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ అవర్ ట్రెడిషనల్ ఇండియన్ ఫిల్మ్స్.
Okay. So the language is all in English though, right?
Yes.
Why did you pick English instead of Telugu? Victims Telugu వాళ్ళే, చంపినోడు తెలుగోడే, మీ ఆడియన్స్ తెలుగోళ్ళే, తెలుగు ఎందుకు పిక్ చేయలేదు? వై డిడ్ యూ పిక్ ఇంగ్లీష్?
అంటే ఫస్ట్ ప్రైమరీ రీజన్, ద గోల్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్ ఈజ్ టు మేక్ షూర్ దట్ ఇట్స్ రీచ్ టు వైడర్ ఆడియన్స్. That is why I think that's for primary reason I chose English, and also it's happened in US anyway, so usually that is fine. And at the same time, I wanted to send it to different festivals.
Okay.
So certain festivals I would like to send, and I did that, and we won a few festivals already.
Oh, good.
Good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's primary reason, to reach wider audience.
Okay, but the English here, the English used was not like a typical white American English, right? Or not necessarily white, but American English la ledhu kada. It was more of a Indian guy speaking.
Absolutely.
That is very common. Endukalaga?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు దట్ ఈస్ బికాస్ దే ఇండియన్స్, రైట్?
మనం ఎలా మాట్లాడతాం అలాగే ఉండాలి అని, న్యాచురల్ ఉండాలి అని చెప్పేసి పెట్టారు.
అంతే.
ఓకే.
సో దట్ ఈస్ ద ఆబ్జెక్ట్ వన్. అబ్సల్యూట్లీ.
ఓకే. So how much, I mean, if you can just say, I don't want to disclose, how much did you spend on that movie then?
Movie overall, it's I think up to the production wrapping, I think we did like 150K. And now the promotion also, etc., release expenses probably another 50K. I think total of 200K. So somewhere around that. It's still quite a bit less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we shot this film in 15 days. So 15 working days. It's 3 weeks schedule, but it's just 15 working days.
15 working days. And
yes,
8 hours a day. Flow finishes wrap.
No, not 8 hours. There was no 8 hours for us because we had.
Oh, it was 24 hours.
It was like 12 hours. 10 to 12, 11 to 12 at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other characters second each picture sir meeru?
Some people that traveled from United States, different cities. Some LA, some the lead actor, he came from India, Mumbai.
Oh, this guy is a Mumbai guy, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
he lives in Mumbai.
Okay.
So we brought him here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's the commitment I made for this film. Yeah, that's a little expensive for me for the budget. But
he ate up most of the budget, or how did that work?
No. I mean, it's reasonable. Yeah.
Oh, his was reasonable. Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so ఇప్పుడు ప్రీమియర్ షో అయింది అంటున్నారు కదా?
No.
సో ఇంకా మళ్ళీ యూ ప్లాన్ ఆన్ రిలీజింగ్ ద మూవీ అక్రాస్ యుఎస్?
Yes, so we'll be going to different states every week, and we make sure that it's released one show in each city actually, and we try to promote as much as possible in each city. Okay. So that way the movie carries certain promotions, next few months before we go on OTT. Yep.
Okay. So ఇప్పుడు March 8th నేమో డాలస్ అంటున్నారు. So you have planned for all the cities now, or you're still figuring out the plan?
Yes. No, we already scheduled actually for each
okay.
city.
All the cities. Okay.
And the next, the following is in Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
And after that, New Jersey, and then some of the Indian community.
Okay.
Focused.
Okay, so you're selling the tickets for these, right?
Yes.
As in, like people can go and buy it in Cinemark.
Yes.
A website lo kelli konukocha.
Yeah. So there is an Eventbrite link. That's what we're promoting. There's a QR code and stuff. Eventbrite. That's probably the best place to.
Oh, Eventbrite. Huh?
Yeah.
How do you spell?
I think EVENT.
Okay.
Event.
Okay. Tarvat నాకు ఇవ్వండి. I'll make sure that we put it in our channel,
sure,
so that people know, right, who are watching, how to go, where to go buy.
Yep.
And on. So you also said after you do the shows in United States, you will put it in OTT. Do you plan on going outside US?
I think we do have a plan.
Okay.
Probably to go to few countries, not probably many, but again, we have to see how it is going on. Going to go in US first, and then at least for premiere show spot in India, we are going to do that. In
Oh,
few
India, you plan on
cities.
doing it?
Yeah.
I think it will fly well in India.
Yes.
But how do you plan? Do you have a background of movie industry to play it in India? Because India, it is not that easy. You can't just get up one fine day and say, I have a movie. ఇది ఆడించండి అని చెప్పి మనం అంత ఈజీగా చెప్పలేం కదా ఇండియాలో, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ దే పొలిటికల్ రీజన్స్ అండ్ వాట్ ఎవర్, రైట్? ఇక్కడ బిజినెస్ చేసినంత ఈజీ కాదు అక్కడ, రైట్? సో హౌ డు యూ ప్లాన్ ఆన్ అడ్రసింగ్?
Well, actually, I know what you're saying, but yeah, it's a little difficult. But at the same time, it's not that complicated. It is still possible to find out.
Do you have a backing in India?
I talked to some distributors,
for example, ఎవరితో మాట్లాడారు?
I talked to my 3 guys. But అప్పటికి ఇంకా డెసిషన్ తీసుకోలేదండి. So yeah, we have to decide. It's not decided.
Okay. Maybe ఇలాగ ఇక్కడ ప్రీమియర్ షో చేస్తూ ఉంటే it will get to the, so you will
I mean, I don't know about the India thing right now, because we're going to do some premiere for sure in India, Hyderabad, or maybe a couple of other cities, and Mumbai. But after that, we will decide whether we're going to go theatrical wide release or the OTT completely. So that had to be decided. So
నాకు ఆ చిన్న బిట్ చూసినప్పుడే నాకు అనిపించింది యూ కెన్ గో టు ఇండియా ఆల్సో అని చెప్పేసి. సో మీ ఒక దీంట్లో వన్ ఆఫ్ ది వీడియోస్ నేను చూసాను, అనిల్ సుంకర అని చెప్పేసి అని కూడా ఉంది కదా, హీస్ ఏ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ అన్నారు మీరు?
No, not for this film.
But in general, he's a producer. How did you get in touch with him?
Oh, I think he's not my direct contact, but so one of my friend, he knows about him and he has a contact. So my friend Sai Gandham, he acted in this film. So
Sai Gandham నాకు ఎందుకో కనెక్ట్, I know this guy, but I'm not able to recollect.
Probably he's local. Yeah.
He's local, yeah, but ఎక్కడో కలిసాను కూడా, నాకు గుర్తు రావట్లేదు for some reason. సో ఆయన కనెక్ట్ చేశారా మీకు? అనిల్ సుంకర్ అని. ఓకే. ఇదంతా సరే, మరి అసలు మీకు బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఏదైనా ఉందా మూవీ ఇండస్ట్రీలో? మీ ఫ్యామిలీ ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా మూవీ ఇండస్ట్రీలో, లేకపోతే మీరే యు ఆర్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ టు కమ్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ ఇండస్ట్రీ?
మా ఫ్యామిలీలో ఎవరు లేరండి.
ఈస్ట్ గోదావరి నుంచి మన ఇండియాలో మన వెస్ట్ కానీ ఈస్ట్ కానీ చాలా మంది ఉంటారు కదా, అసలు సినిమా
ఉంటారు కానీ మా ఫ్యామిలీలో లేదండి. మై ఫ్యామిలీ ప్రైమర్లీ అగ్రికల్చరల్ అండ్ స్మాల్ బిజినెస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్, బట్ మై ఫాదర్ ఈస్ అగ్రికల్చర్. So film making is my own thing, really. It's a story.
What kicked you to get into film? It's not that easy, right? Film,
it is very complicated.
Very complicated and whatnot, right?
So yeah, to answer your question, filmmaking is my own thing, really. I learned myself as I was working in IT industry, and I'm a self-taught filmmaker. Let's put it that way. So I in order to make films, I studied a lot of my own stuff and started making the films. Over the last 10 years, time to time, I spent a lot of time in LA, working with LA people and all that. So I didn't make any Telugu film or even Indian film. So this is the only film, something close to the Indian community.
So who is your like guru, movie like film industry guru evaru?
I don't think I have anybody gurus or anybody. Not at all, actually. So
who do you get motivated?
Motivation is about film making passion. That's the passion. You can say that actually. That's my motivation to tell the stories.
So andarki naaku palana cinema actor ishtamo, lepote nenu aa cinema actor I grew up watching that movie actor, lepote I grew up watching the guy making movies అని అంటారు కదా, అలాగే ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా మీకు?
అట్లా లేదండి. అంటే see a lot of people,
are you being very careful in answering that question, or you really don't have anybody?
No, it's not like that. So I mean, see, inspiration అనేది ఉంది, that is there. When I was watching a lot of these Hollywood films, so I go to certain directors interviews and I watch all that. So that's the kind of a learning process. So I know a lot. I like a lot of film directors. So actors also, but when you say the guru or something, that's what I'm trying to answer. No such thing as guru there for me. For filmmaking. So I learned by watching films. I taught myself how to shoot, how to edit, how to even write the scripts. how to make, how to, you know, certain leaderships skills are required in order to shoot a film, entire film.
అవునా?
So you need to maintain entire
So
team.
let me ask
So
you directly,
all that kind of stuff.
a direct question, okay? So for example, ఇప్పుడు recently we see a lot of movies, and one thing which is coming to my mind is Rajamouli,
Hmm.
right? నాకు చూసిన వాళ్ళల్లో అంటే ఇప్పటి వరకు మూవీ డైరెక్టర్ అందరూ ఎవ్రీబడి ఈస్ గుడ్, లైక్ పాత దాసరి నారాయణరావు గారు కానీ ఇంకా ఎవరైనా తీసుకున్నా కూడా ఎవ్రీబడి ఈస్ అ గుడ్.
Yeah.
కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు ఒకటి ఫ్లాప్ అవుతుంది, ఒకటి హిట్ అవుతుంది, ఒకటి ఫ్లాప్. ఇప్పటి వరకు ఒక్క ఫ్లాప్ కూడా చూడని. అండ్ డీటెయిల్ ఓరియంటెడ్, ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ డీటెయిల్ ఓరియంటెడ్ గా అని అనిపిస్తాడు నాకు ఆయన రాజమౌళి గారు. ఆయన ఒక పక్కన పెడితే తర్వాత మొన్న ఈ సినిమా చూసాం కదా, అల్లు అర్జున్ది పుష్ప 1 and 2, రైట్? 1 మొన్న ఏదో సీన్ చూస్తున్నప్పుడు ఎప్పుడో 15-20 years ago అల్లు అర్జున్ ఆర్యానా ఏదో సినిమా చూస్తున్నప్పుడు వీడేనా పుష్పలో చేస్తున్నాడు అనిపించాడు నాకు, అట్లా ఉన్నాడు. దట్స్ డిఫరెంట్ స్టోరీ. బట్ అందులో చేసిన డైరెక్టర్ సుకుమార్ గారు చేసిన దీస్ గైస్, మీరు అన్నట్టు అంటే ర్యాండమ్ గా లేసి చేయడం కాదు, దే డూ లాట్స్ అండ్ లాట్స్ ఆఫ్ హోంవర్క్, రైట్?
Sure, of course.
So is there learnings from any of these guys? Like you do take any of these guys as, you know, your mentor, or like, you know, hey, ఇది ఈ పార్ట్ నేర్చుకోవచ్చు ఈయన దగ్గర నుంచి, అది అలాగే ఎవరు లేరా మీకు?
అంటే అట్లా కాదండి, అంటే మన బై లుకింగ్ ఎట్ ద ఫిల్మ్స్ ఓన్లీ విల్ లెర్న్, దట్ ఈస్ దేర్. ఇట్స్ నాట్ నెసెసరీలీ ఫ్రమ్ a guy. So it's you know, it's about the film that guy made. That could be that way. Sometimes we like certain shots, and that is vast, really, that part. So but my primary thing is when it comes to the making, right, what is the story about it? That will tell you everything. So the certain way we have to shoot, why this has to be a crime story, you know, this is a crime story obviously, right? But why this has to be thriller? Why not it's a simple drama? Or why not it's a horror film? Why can't, you know, these things that determines by the story that we pick up. So I mean, filmmaking a lot of times it cannot be taught by somebody. So I cannot teach you. It should be your own interest, self interest. అది ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏదో టీచ్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, అదే మీరు చేసి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసి దాన్ని సక్సెస్ చేయలేరు. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు హ్యావ్ యువర్ ఓన్ థింగ్స్, సంథింగ్ దట్ హ్యాస్ టు బి యూనిక్.
Okay.
If it is unique,
it has to be you. It cannot be another Rajamouli or Sukumar or RGV and all. It has to be you and her.
Exactly.
And it has to be you know, Arun Konda.
No. So we have to find our own voice.
Okay. So how am I seeing Arun Konda down the road?
Oh yeah, so that's a fantastic question. So you know, I like socially relevant stories. So in this case, if you take, you know, this is something happened and our community entirely was in shock 2012. So that period I never forgot, actually. So that's why I think this story, I was traveling with this story almost more, you know, 12 years, more than 12 years. So yeah, that's what I tell. So similarly, I think you are going to see some of the stuff like that if something is happened to our community, or maybe some other place, something related to social issues. You're going to probably see some of those stories even in the world. I made a documentary, just to quickly say, recently about you know, all against these wars.
Okay.
About MS Subbulakshmi. You know, she sang a song called Maitrim Bhajata. So she did something in 1960 in UN, United Nations. 1960 to, you know, give a message to the world about the wars, but nothing stopped. Even today, it's so much going on, right?
Today with Iran,
so that's
America blasting.
There's documentaries about that. I mean, I don't want to even call it as documentary, but analysis, my analysis.
Theory.
From there to now, nothing changed.
Okay.
So that's the documentary I finished, actually. That's, yeah, it's going to release pretty soon.
Oh, good.
So yeah, to answer your question, so something socially relevant stuff. Probably, yeah.
సో అప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటికి మీరు చూస్తే మన మెల్లమెల్లగా క్రైమ్స్ ఇన్ యుఎస్ ఆర్ ఆల్సో బికమింగ్ రెలవెంట్ టు అస్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ మనం విక్టిమ్సే అవడం కాదు, మనము కూడా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసేస్తున్నాం. అంటే మన ఇండియన్స్ కూడా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్నారు క్రైమ్ లో. మీ క్లాసిక్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మొన్న లాస్ట్ 2-3 weeks లో ఇఫ్ యూ సీ 3 జ్యువెలరీ స్టోర్స్ అక్రాస్ అమెరికా అనొచ్చు participated in the crime, right? I mean, they did not kill the people, but they almost killed the people. One of the guy who actually died, he lost $2 million. I don't know if you're following that or not, right? So that is kind of also a crime story. Of course, people did not get killed directly, but indirect impact was there. Any idea that you might want to get into the details of that and make a movie out of it?
Maybe I have to think about it. I don't know. Yeah, if you have a script, yeah, give me.
No, I'm not into any of those business, so I just don't know. I just like to watch and I like to appreciate whoever does a good job. If they fail, lessons learned. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to tell my viewers, the upcoming kids who are interested in either doing acting or direction or anything you want to tell my viewers?
Oh, about direction
Or anything like, direction, acting. You're into that industry, right? Any motivational thing, if somebody wants to get into this, how do they get in?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So, yeah, I mean, I think filmmaking, when it comes to the filmmaking, right, nobody can really teach you. I think if you want to make films, I think you take a camera and shoot it, and you have to keep doing that and, and see how it is working. So, by only doing, films, you learn films. It's just not that studying and living it there. By doing, you learn. Yeah.
Do you plan on collaborating with any Indian directors, the famous directors, if they come to you and say, hey, Arun, sorry, we want to make a movie with you. What is your take on that?
No, I think that's totally fine. Collaboration is, I think part of this process, only. So yeah, it's just that the stories basically, it's something should be exciting me.
Okay.
Then I will do that definitely. So we shot a documentary one documentary about our cultural things in India. I was working with some directors over there. Yeah.
For example, which director?
I mean, they're not famous yet. They're small directors, like
okay.
Aspiring directors.
Okay. Okay.
So we do the collaboration all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be open for that.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best for the great movie you made, Sanvi. I am looking forward to watch that movie. With that, like what was 1 minute clip I think you sent me, that created a lot of curiosity in me to watch that movie.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.